So we'll just start here. So Kevin, maybe you can tell, or could you tell me how long have you been coaching, or how long have you been working in football generally?
So I've been coach from my 17 years old. So now I'm 32. So 15 years. So I'm young, but it's maybe half of my life working on that. So I start like it was 2007 and 8. I don't know, but it's quite a long time.
Yeah, it's a pretty long time. Like you said, almost half your life.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think it's not normal to start that young coaching because most people are still playing at that age, aren't
yeah.
they? Everybody focuses on the playing career. Why did you go to coaching so early?
So I was playing for a team in my hometown, but the club asked me if I want to take care of one of the younger teams and start and earn some money while I was that young. So I started with these young teams, and I was very curious. I was working in the school also taking care of kids. So it was like it's something that I like it to do.
Yeah.
So I start with football, which is my sport, and that was the first experience. And from this experience, I liked it. I was focused because my when I was a kid, when I was young, I want to be a teacher and a PT, a teacher of physical
Oh
terms.
yeah,
I don't know
like
how
a
to say.
PE teacher, a
Yeah,
physical
yeah,
education teacher. Yeah.
yeah. So I wanted to try it, and I started. I knew that I want to study. I wanted to study this, so so it was like the start of everything.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. So I think you've already mentioned there your first experience was at 17. What could you take us through quickly? What was your general experience up until maybe you left Spain?
So I started there in my hometown, and I started to study all of the course about the UEFA, and at the same time I was studying my degree in sports science. So during this time, it was like growing in the clubs from the young teams to the older teams till when I was 23, 24 years. I started with professional, like an assistant coach with a head coach with Raúl Garrido, and I started work with him till last year. So it was eight seasons or 9 seasons working with him as assistant coach till last year, which I started as a head coach in Ibiza, in San Jordi, a club of the third division in Ibiza. But it was a dual work because I was head coach and assistant coach helping him because we were a club, a B team of another team who he was the head coach. So I was with him all my professional career till now.
Okay. Okay. And then it's very recently that you've gone off on your own for a little while and doing a bit different. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Cool. Cool. So I think I can see because I can read it on your chest. But so where are you working now?
yeah. I'm working at FC Dallas now,
Yeah. What's your
and
role in FC Dallas?
yeah, now it's different than the previous years because I'm at the academy as a director of performance. So it's more focused on the physical terms, on the conditioning terms. But we are working on all the development of the players from the tactical to the physical. So it's more about how they perform and improve in all the terms. Not there is no uh, reason to focus on physical and not to tactical. We need to work on develop the players as a whole
Hmm.
human person doing practicing football.
Okay. And what, because before you were head coach in Ibiza, and now obviously,
Yeah,
like you said, you're working in the academy. What's what's some of the differences in your role, do you think? Like how different is that, are those two
yeah.
roles from each other?
It's very different because when you are a coach, you are in charge of most everything, and you are looking to perform and to win matches each week, and it's your only focus to win the next match. And here is more about the process, how to develop these young players and help them to grow. And it's very different. Now it's more a long term work. And when you are a head coach, you are only thinking in the next match.
Yeah, just got to win the next match, win the next
Yeah.
match, and yeah, stick with it day to day. Okay, yeah, and you have that idea of that long term project with the players. All right, great. How did you end up in Dallas then? How did you go from Spain to Dallas? What's the story there?
Yeah. So we plan to move to the States with my wife, and we started with this. I asked some people that I knew before they were working in the States, and someday it arrived this opportunity. There is this job offer open, and I had an interview, and I ended here. It was quite easy. I thought that the real thing is I had the job before my visa to work in the States, so they
All
wait
right.
for me. That's a good thing because they wait a couple months for me, but it was quite easy, I think.
Oh, good. I'm glad to hear that. More, so it was more
Yeah,
like bureaucratic problems with
yeah,
the visa, like waiting on that, than it was with the actual role. Okay, that's good. Were you, because obviously we met each other because you were a little worried about your English for working in football
hmm.
and everything. Uh, Being a Spanish speaker over in the US, how have you found working in English full time? Has that been difficult, or do you think you've done pretty well? Like, what are your thoughts on it?
Well, I was scared. I was okay because when you came from being head coach, and it's the most important thing is to communicate effective. So it's not your native language. I didn't study a lot of English in my life. That's the real thing. So I was scared. But the good thing is here in Texas, there are a lot of Spanish speakers. There are a lot of people who, if you are wrong, they can help you and say how to do it. So I think mostly in all the United States, there are Spanish speakers. So that's a good thing for us, for the Spanish people. And and there are a lot of open people who help you always. So I think when you are here, I just arrived 2 months and a half now, and I now I'm understanding everything. That's a good point, but I need to improve in my speaking. But it's I think it's going well.
It's going
I
all right, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Cool. That's good. So you said as well that you felt that actually getting the position was not as difficult as you thought. Do you think there's a lot of opportunity maybe in the United States for experienced coaches from Spain or from Europe generally? I think, the league over there, the big league MLS seems to be getting a little more popular. Obviously, they just got Messi over there as well.
Hmm.
Do you think there's a lot blowing up at the moment and there's a lot of opportunity going, or what are your thoughts over there?
Yeah. I think there are a lot of opportunities here for football coaches and people involved in all the the development of football, not only coaches, performance coach, not many other scouters. I think there are a lot of opportunities. They want to grow. They will have the World Cup, hosting the World Cup in 3 years.
Yeah, and that's going to be a very exciting event over there, of course.
Yeah. MLS is growing now with this Inter Miami project that was a push of attendance of the to the fields, to the fans on the fields. So I think there are a lot of opportunities, and always I hear that the USA are the land of the opportunities, and I think it's pretty real, this thing.
That's been your
happens.
experience so far, land of opportunity. Yeah, that's what they say about themselves, certainly, and that's how they've always spoken about themselves over in the US. Yeah. How is just general life over there? Do you like living in Dallas so far? It's you got there in the middle of summer, I think, and it's hot there.
Yeah. It's crazy hot. It's crazy hot. So, well, I came from Ibiza, which is a nice place. I think one of the cutest places in the world.
Yeah.
So it's been hard to equalize this. And previously I was in the north of Spain, in Girona, who is also so beautiful. So now I think I'm a person who adapts to everything, and I'm working a lot of time. So now it's quite easy to be good here. And we are lucky because the city of where is placed the club is in the north of Dallas, is Frisco, and it's a nice place. It's a safe place. A lot of families living here. We have a lot of sports because the Dallas Cowboys also training nearby here. There is a PGA headquarters of the PGA. The golf is based here also.
Okay,
so
nice.
It's a sport place, and that's good.
You play
but
golf?
It's true. Yeah.
Okay.
I start like 6 months ago, and this is the place to.
Perfect. Yeah, that's worked out.
Yeah.
Very well. Your situation's worked out perfectly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
because
right, cool.
I thought, okay, I'm going to the States. I need to learn golf.
That's what they do over there. Yeah, they're very into it,
Yeah.
aren't they? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Would you have any advice from someone coming from Spain or Europe or anywhere around the world who's trying to get a spot over in the US at the moment? Any advice for maybe how to get there?
Well, I think it's for Spanish or for European people, it's been easy if they come here because it's a similar society to us. It's quite different if you go to Africa or Asia. These places
differences are maybe a bit bigger.
Yeah. So the advice is you don't need to be so scared to do this step. It's only one flight of 6-7 hours to home.
Yeah.
And so it's quite easy to be like at home because the same society, the same things to do. And I think the only main difference is how is the life in the city, because here is a big city without these central places like we have in Europe, and these relations place where you can walk through the streets. Here in the States, they don't have this.
Okay, because you mean it's just like a very big spread out city, like very extended. Yeah. No, I think it's very similar in Australia. I've never visited the States, but Australia is very similar. Like our cities are very extended and spread out very far, and in Europe everything's kind of condensed in very close together. Yeah. All right, great. All right, cool. So what we'll do now is we'll go through this little vocabulary challenge or coaching commands challenge. How do you say in Spanish, spread out?
spread out, we would say abrir el campo.
Abrir campo.
Abrir el campo.
Abrir campo.
That's it.
All right. Cool.
Abrirse, it's like we have like o separarse, puede ser. Separarse, it's another way.
Separarse.
Yeah.
Okay,
To
so
split,
abrir campo
separar.
or separarse.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Thank you. How do you say in Spanish, get compact?
That's the opposite, so it's juntarse.
Juntarse.
Yeah.
Okay, juntarse.
Juntarse.
Separarse is spread out, and juntarse is get compact.
Yeah.
All right, cool, cool. Number 3. In Spanish, how do you say create space?
Es similar, es crear espacio.
Crear espacio.
Crear espacio.
Espacio.
Yeah.
Crear espacio.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
That's different Spanish in Spain than Latin America. It's more espacio.
Oh, okay. They say
Different.
more like espacio in Latin
Yeah.
America, but in Spain, espacio. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, that one's pretty easy. That one's not too difficult. Okay.
Yeah.
Number 4. How do you say create passing options in Spanish?
Es crear líneas de pase.
Crear líneas de passing.
Yeah.
Crear líneas de passing.
We don't say options. It's more about passing lines.
Yeah.
Crear líneas de pase.
I think in English, you might say more just be an option. Like you tell players to be options rather than create passing options, but it's maybe a bit easier to understand for everybody. Okay. In Spanish, how do you say drop deep?
Drop deep. Drop deep could be replegarse. Repliegue. It's
Oh, whoa.
repliegue.
Repierre.
Repliegue.
Repiergue.
Plie. It's difficult. Another way to say is maybe juntarse atrás. It's like, okay, we go to cover our goal, so it's juntarse, be compact, and atrás, it's back.
Okay, juntarse atrás.
Atrás.
Atrás. Juntarse atrás.
Yeah.
All right.
And the proper term could be repliegue intensivo. It's like, okay, we are going to defend our goal. Repliegue intensivo.
Okay. All right, cool. Thank you. Halfway through, so how do you say in Spanish, push up?
So it's like the opposite of drop deep.
That's it.
So it's salir. It's okay, so go, get out, go out. Salir, or maybe sacar líneas. Okay, go up. Sacar líneas.
So that first one was salir.
Yeah.
Salir.
Salir. It's more about how to express to your players. Okay, salimos, go out, salim. And more proper is sacar las líneas. Or
say the second one. How do you say that one? Say it slowly.
Sacar líneas.
Sacar líneas.
Yeah. Or more proper, avanzar.
Avanzar.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That was good. That one was a lot easier. Avanzar. What do you think of my pronunciation out of 10? It's okay.
Yeah, it's going good. It's good. I think in French you would be better. No?
Yeah, I don't know. You have to ask my wife. She might disagree with you. Number 7. So, how do you say in Spanish, cover your teammate?
Cover your teammate. It's to make a cobertura. Es hacer una cobertura.
So, say it again, sorry? Cobertura.
Yeah, but the action is to like to make es hacer una cobertura.
Say that again. Say it slowly.
Hacer
Hacer
una
una
cobertura.
cobertura. Hacer una
Yeah.
cobertura.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Thank you. How do you say in Spanish, win the second ball?
It's the same. Is to win is ganar.
Ganar,
Segunda,
segunda.
and we don't say ball. It's more about the action. It's ganar segunda acción.
Okay. Ganar, segunda, acción.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, cool. That one's not too difficult. Because in French, win is gagner as well, so it's
Ganar.
similar.
Yeah.
All right. How do you say in Spanish? What was it? How do you say in Spanish? Cut the passing lanes.
Cut the passing lane. Same. It's literal. It's cortar o tapar.
Oh, say that again.
Tapar.
Tapar.
Tapar
Cortar,
is-
tapar.
Cortar is cut. That's the cut. That's the same. Cut
Cortar,
is cortar.
cortar.
It's like cut. It's
Okay.
the same. It's the same word. Líneas de pase.
Cortar líneas de passing.
It's the same.
It's close enough.
Yeah.
Not bad. Okay.
Yeah.
And last one. How do you say in Spanish, find the open man?
Es to encontrar.
Encontrar.
Encontrar
Encontrar.
al hombre libre.
Hombre libre. Hombre libre.
Yeah.
What was the first word? Say again.
Encontrar
Encontrar. Hombre libre.
libre. Yeah, that's
All
it.
right. Cool. All right, fantastic. Thank you. I'm ready to go coaching in Spanish now. I might apply for a job with you over in
Yeah.
Dallas.